Greetings, everyone. Dean Machine here. Welcome to the first session, the Etherial Archipelago camp. Uh, Kyle is on his way. He is a few minutes late, but that's okay. We'll get to him a little later. We'll start with some other people
It's
first.
nothing new. It's fine.
It happens. Yeah, life is busy. I understand. Please keep in mind this is none of our full-time jobs, so there will
No,
be
his
times when
full-time
people are
job.
late. Yes.
His full-time job is his family, to be honest, which is good. But
Exactly. So, if the players will look at the center of the screen, there's a map of Gearhead City, the city in which you will all be starting. The only thing not currently displayed on this map are the docks, which are in the southwestern portion of the city limits. Without further ado, let us begin. We start with Magnus, who is walking through the city streets, through the Crossfawn district in the northeastern portion of the city, looking at a note he had received while being a bouncer at a particular club the previous evening, which reads, "For more prosperous and stable work, I have a job for you. Please meet me at my residence and prepare to be the bodyguard for a group of surveyors." As you approach the gate, there are two guards. It is a pretty well-to-do house. Some would consider it a manor. And two guards stand at the gate. "What is your business here, sir?" "I see. A few moments, please." And you'll see he reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out a sending stone. He whispers something into it. And out towards the gate comes a teenage boy, probably about 15 or 16. Looks at you. I see. Well, father is chosen, I guess. And he beckons the gates to be opened. "If you'll follow me, sir," and walks on into the manor. He leads you through some very ornate looking hallways with busts and paintings. Eventually leads you into a large room with a big open bay window and books all over the walls. "Please make yourself comfortable. Read anything you may like. Once the others have arrived, my father will brief you on the situation." And he leaves. Now, we move to the other side of the city, where a very young and bright, enthusiastic Bryce walks through the city streets, looking oh so lost, as she's not used to the city. Looking at the note in her hand, it reads, "I know that you are struggling, but I know someone who may have answers for you. it'd be best if we talk in person. And it lists an address. Roll for me an investigation check.
16.
You're not super sure, but from the 2 or 3 people you've talked to, it seems like you want to be heading north. And sure enough, as you continue north, the houses get nicer and nicer. Until eventually you find yourself the same city gates. And the same guard looks to you. What is your business here?
Hi, I'm not sure. I got a really fun note, and I'm trying to find my new friends that are going to help me solve a mystery.
May I see this note?
Ooh, you can. I'm not sure you're going to quite understand it, but we can talk about it for sure. And I'm going to hand him on the note.
He skims it, and he does notice the house seal. It's the seal that you see split down the center of the gate. Very well. Just a minute.
Thank
And
you
he's
so
once
much.
again going to reach for his sending stone. And the same kid walks up to the gate and looks to you. You know, I can't say I've ever seen a fire genasi before.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Not many people have. We're super rare, but super cool.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you're going to be quite interesting to work with.
Thank you.
And he opens the gates and leads you into the house. And just as before, there are many busts and paintings on the walls as you walk through this large house. And you make it to the library. Big bay windows. And inside this room sits a Leonin, all on his own. No one else quite yet. As the boy looks to you, please wait here for my father to join me.
Okay. And I will walk into the room and I'm going to see him sitting in the chair and say, my goodness, you smell very nice. Do you have a special cologne or is that just part of you? Not a big talker. That's okay. I talk a lot for everybody. Can I sit next to you? I'm going to take that as an absolute yes. So were you the one that wrote this, why we're here?
I pull out my own note and show, and then put it back.
All right. Do you know who it is that we're meeting? No. Okay. Well, let me tell you all about myself. And she's just going to start chattering.
Instant friendship made. Now we will move to the docks, where no, Connor. We move to the docks, where we see a very wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, very excited to be a part of the world Roland getting off of a ship, trailed closely behind by a very cautious Sandrel.
This place is incredible. Have you ever seen so many people?
I
How do you know
don't
you lost
believe
a place like this?
There are many cities like this all across the world, but it's always best to keep an open eye out.
Why? I mean, this place is amazing. What's the worst that could happen?
Get maimed, you could get something stolen from you.
You're
There are
worrying too
both
much.
good and bad things in a city like this.
As you make your way through the city, you take a peek at the note, Roland, that you were sent, which states, the so-called radiant ones may have given up on your father. I have not. I have reason to believe he is alive, and I can help you find him. And it lists an address.
Would I have any idea where the address is? I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. We're not talking about it. You think it is probably in one of the richer districts of this city. You looked at a city map shortly before you arrived here, but you're not super sure. I will let you roll an investigation check to see if you can meander your way to the district.
If possible, I would also like to help with that action.
I will allow it.
So hang on, are you helping or are you going to roll yourself?
I'll help you.
Okay. Well, okay. How's a 15 do? I mean, just a straight 15. Actually, I should check. I've forgotten what my modifiers are.
Welcome, Kyle.
Good evening.
Yep, nope, just 15.
Okay. You are able to make your way in the general direction you believe you're supposed to be headed. As you're making your way, you pass by Aileron's temple, which
Roland, up to this point, would have grabbed the letter, taken a quick scan of the city, and gone, all right, we're heading this way, and just taken off, expecting Sandral to be close behind. Not entirely sure where he's going, but he feels like he's got a general idea.
right,
And
right.
whenever Roland gets confused, accidentally going down a street, I'll probably like pull him by his collar, point him the other way.
As you make your way through the city, you pass by this temple. This is the largest temple of the Dawnfather to exist in this realm. It is truly a sight to behold as you pass by it.
I feel like Roland probably would take at least a couple of minutes to just kind of stand and marvel at it, just taking it, because I don't think he would have seen anything like this in his entire life. So to him, this is, I mean, it's almost like he was on up with the gods himself at the moment. You know, he's never seen anything this spectacular.
And as you pause and you're taking in the beauty of this temple, Nick, roll for me a religion check.
Okay. Okay. Well, first things first,
Modifier.
that dice is out for tonight.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for Nick.
Yeah, I got a 6.
6. Steve, you believe you are sensing the presence of a deity. You're not.
Roland is just going to excitedly just kind of throw his arms up in the air, kind of like you would see in the middle of like a church service, and he's just going to just shout out, "Oh my God, this is amazing! Gods be praised!" He's going to start just kind of running around and just kind of admiring the temple, singing out any praises he can think of it, just saying anything complimentary he can. He's just obsessed.
As Roland is running around Sandrolad, typically temples like this are a place of respect. I would rein yourself in a little bit, Roland.
He'll catch himself and just be like, all right, yeah, you're right. It's just, wow, this is incredible.
However, Nick, you do sense something. There is some divine power here. And there is something clearly within this temple that is drawing towards you. It wants you to take it.
Would I be able to sense it in any specific room? Is it kind of like a hot, cold feeling that I'm getting as I'm walking around with Roland?
If you wish to walk into the temple, you may investigate further, but from outside the temple, you cannot tell.
Roland probably would have started making his way towards the entrance, albeit more reverently at this point. But he'll kind of turn back halfway up the steps and just be like, Sandro, do you think we have time to go inside?
I'm sure that we can make some time at the very least. And as we're walking in, if you would like me to, I'd love to roll an investigation check and see.
Go for it.
Okay, that is 15.
15. You are getting a sense that there's something coming from, as you enter the temple, whatever's calling to you is clearly coming from the left side of the temple, which would be the eastern edge of the temple. As you are walking in, though, one of the dawn priests walks up to you. Well, hello there. Are you perhaps faithful towards our Dawn Father? Or simply here to reverence in his presence?
I'm here to pay respects.
And he's going to look at you a second. I don't know why a dark elf would be interested in Aileron. It's not like he has any interest in you.
We all have something to learn in this world. And anytime that I'm given the opportunity, I try and make some time at the very least.
Would anything stand out inside this temple? Just anything impressive that might have caught Roland's eye?
Roll for me an investigation check again.
An 8.
Your dice are not doing you any wonders
No,
today,
that
sir.
one's going in jail too.
You're running out of dice, my friend.
I've got like 3 more. It's fine.
No, in fact, there is, to your mind, so much radiant energy coming off of the temple as a whole that there's no way to discern what is actually magical and what isn't.
I think Roland would probably be obsessed with like just the general atmosphere, trying to track down any real source of divinity that he can. But as he does so, he's just kind of accidentally bumbling into things and knocking things over and trying to straighten them without being noticed.
I'm sensing Benny Hill playing in the background.
Not quite close.
The Dawn Priest does show you to the main atrium where there is an altar for those who are not regulars to this temple to come and worship in their own way, in their own setting. Roll for me, Nick, a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. That is another 15.
Okay. Another figure dressed similarly to the Dawn Priest you met comes running up to you. Sir.
Yes. Can I help you in some way?
Would you by chance be Sandral?
Before I respond, I take a look at him. Do I see any sort of ill intentions, I guess?
Make an insight check.
Gladly. That is a 19.
19. This young man is clearly very genuine and almost seems as though he wasn't expecting you to be here yet, but also feels like it's fate that you are here earlier than you were supposed to be.
I guess
If I may, if you are, I must ask that you stay put for just a few more minutes.
I'll look over to Roland. Are you okay being here for a few more minutes?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. He's still kind of distracted by everything around him, but clearly he'll be fine.
In that case, I'll look at the person that ran up, nod. I am indeed Sandral. I would be more than happy to whatever courtesy.
Oh, by the gods. This is incredible. I will be right back. And he runs off again in some sort of frantic manner. About 2 minutes go by before a much older gentleman in very ornate white and gold clothing with a very elaborate headdress and a pure white staff come walking up to you. Well, I had this vision exactly yesterday. I wasn't expecting you until next week. But the gods work in mysterious ways, I suppose.
They indeed do. I'll give him a small bow. My name is Sandral.
I am the High Radiant, the head priest for Aileron. You, sir, are here because your god demands it. I have received a divine word that I've received a divine word that Masara wishes you to have one of Aileron's relics to aid you on the upcoming journey.
I see. Would Sandral know who Aurelian is?
Blah, 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 blah. Let me find the pronunciation for my own deities here.
You can make the name.
Aurelon.
Okay.
Aurelon is the Dawn Father, the king of the gods, ruler over the celestial court, and if legend is to be believed, the creator of the planes as a whole.
Gotcha. In that case, I'd be most honored, especially if Masara is the one that denoted its importance.
If you will follow me, sir. He's going to walk off to what looks like a very inconspicuous stone panel behind a bust, presumably of some long dead priest, and slides it open just a little bit. Please follow me.
I will follow right after him, and against my better judgment, leave Roland in the atrium by himself.
Oh no, this can only go poorly.
He's settled down. He's fine. He's sitting in a pew. It's all right. It's fine.
You make your way through this doorway and by dim torchlight wander through some very tight, very cobweb-filled hallways, down a steep flight of stairs into a very old-looking, very secretive room. As you're walking through this room, you see all manner of things, from little trinkets to weapons to holy texts. There is a large amount of relics in this particular room. As you walk, something is once again calling to you. It gets quite strong. As you get in front of the shelf, the High Radiant grabs a small golden bracelet. This is one of our most sacred weapons. And the Dawnfather himself requested you to have it. To what end, I do not know, but clearly you are of great importance to the gods. And he hands it to you.
I'll take it in my palms, and I greatly accept this treasure, and thank you for your generosity, and of course, alignment with the Dawnfather.
It is all in our best interest, for the Obsidian Abyss continues to stir in their workings towards the overthrowing of the rest of the gods. The High Radiant will then lead you back up to where you just were. Roland still sitting, hands in his lap in the pew, just kind of waiting for his return.
He's just going to look over at Sandral. So, did you find what you were looking for?
You'll see the bracelet around his right wrist right now. I indeed did.
Oh,
I can. This is, as you said, it's a beautiful place.
not what I expected, but all right.
With that, it appears as though it is approaching afternoon. You should probably be heading on your way.
Yeah, as I get
Without-
back up and say that, I'll advise Roland for us to start heading towards our destination.
Let's get going then.
It does not take you very long to find where you are going. And upon arrival, you see 2 guards standing in front of the gate. And they look to you. One of them looks specifically at you, Sandral. I didn't think there were any dark elves in this region. You are quite a peculiar one.
I have been known to travel far from our original homeland for sure. But my companion Roland and I are here on errand. Roland, if you will, could you bring out the letter?
Would pull it out of his pocket and just hand it over to Sandral.
I'll hand it over to the guards.
Looks it up and down. Very well, if you'll wait one moment for your escort. And once again, you see this child come out, look at you both, We have quite the mix of characters today, don't we?
Have there been more than the two of us?
Oh, yes, Father is stirring up something quite interesting. If you'll follow me, I will take you to the others. He leads you through the house to the library. Once you enter the library, you see a very excitable Fire Genasi talking the ear off of this poor Leonin as he just sits there in his chair.
She's got her chair pulled right up next to his, hand on her chin, just going off. And Genasi. I know you haven't said it yet, but I'm pretty sure you could say it if you tried. Will you try? It's Genasi.
Roland would have never seen this before, so he immediately just assumes she's on fire and grabs a curtain and tries to tackle and put the fires out.
What are you doing? Get off of me. That is, oh my goodness.
Sons of hell, she's on fire.
No.
As he does this, I reach out and just pick him up and pull him off of her.
Thank you, Magnus. See, this is what a real gentleman does. They just throw things. It's fine. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? I'm right.
She's on fire.
Roland, she's not on fire.
It's okay. So many people are ignorant about my my people. I'm a fire genasi. Can you say genasi?
I'm not. Honestly, I don't know. Genasi? Is that right?
Genasi. It's a tough word, but I believe in you. You're doing great. Who are you?
Well, my name's Roland. Sorry, didn't mean to.
Are
Didn't mean
you
to
the one
offend
that
you.
gathered all
I
of us
thought
here?
you were Bernie.
No. You clearly are not the one that brought us all here. That's okay. Who are you, sir?
My name is Sandro. And you said your name was Bryce?
Bryce Quinley. That's right.
Fire Genasi. Pleasure to
Fire
meet you.
Genasi. It is so nice to meet you as well.
I'll give a trusting look at Bryce and a little bit of a curious and interested look towards Magnus the Leonin. As I
I'll say,
nod
oh,
politely.
he doesn't talk very much, but he's actually really cool once you get to know him.
Have you known him long?
No, just a few minutes, or well, maybe it's been a couple hours. I don't know, but he's actually really cool. I like him.
Okay, well, nice to meet you. Roland's gonna reach out a hand for Magnus. I don't believe I caught your name.
I'll just take his hand and shake it, but I won't say a word.
That means he's okay with you.
Are you sure? I mean, can he speak?
He can, I think, maybe.
Have you
Okay.
heard him say anything yet?
I'll be honest. I really haven't stopped talking long enough for him to try saying anything. But we could try it now.
Well, she seems sure. I mean, I'm sure he speaks then.
I don't know, guys. He's kind of quiet for a long time, and I get really uncomfortable with long, awkward silences. This is what we were running into before.
I can speak. I only speak when I need to.
You silly
Oh.
guy. You've been letting me prattle all day.
I'll
You
meet
got-
eyes
you
directly
got-
with Magnus. Seems we will get along very well then. I'm also a man of few words.
It's true. He doesn't talk a whole lot, but he's a very nice guy, and he's been watching over me for the last couple months now.
Oh, like his son?
Sort of. He's a friend of my father.
Oh, very nice. Very cool. Why are you guys here?
Well, I mean, somebody sent me a strange letter saying that they could help me find my father, and so I decided to make the journey. I still don't know who sent it, though.
While they're talking, I am trying to hang the curtain back up from where he.
Okay. Make a dexterity check for me.
16.
16. It's not your average curtain, but it goes back up with relative ease.
Brush off the soot.
Okay. We will now move to Kalthar, who has also just recently arrived in the city, looking at a letter that states, I need your great skill in a very important, and in parentheses, diplomatic issue. Please meet me at my residence to discuss this further. And it lists the address.
Is there any map or would I know of the layout of the city beforehand?
There is a map at the docks, right about where customs is, that gives a general layout of the city.
So
And-
Kalthar would carefully take a look at it and then figure out where he needs to go from there.
Okay. Roll for me investigation.
Correct. Investigation. 19.
19. It is not difficult to find exactly where you need to go. The city is actually very intuitively laid out. From west to east, it is the poorest to the richest people in the city, so it's very easy to navigate. As you make your way through the streets, you notice there are quite a few different walks of life. On your travels through just some of the main streets, you've counted no less than a dozen different species all living in the same city. Unheard of in most parts of the world. You approach the gates, see two guards sitting there. One of them looks to you. Boy, boss has got quite a few of them coming today.
There have been others.
Oh, you're the fifth that I've seen today.
Fifth. All right. Here, I believe this is the letter you might need.
Yes, let me just look this over. Checks the seal on it, hands it back to you. Someone will be out shortly to show you to the library where the others have gathered.
Thank you.
And once again, this young boy comes out and looks to you. Ah, another elf. A little far away from home.
Just a bit.
Well, this ought to be interesting. He opens the gate and shows you to the library, where you see Roland, Sandril, Bryce, and Magnus sitting around, chatting with each other and waiting for whomever sent these letters to everybody to arrive and explain what's going on.
So fire genasi really don't burn. What happens if you step in water? Does that burn instead? Like, how does this work?
No, I have skin, okay? No, what? You're so funny. Do you really not understand, like, that I'm still a person? Like, I bathe.
Well, no, I mean, you're clearly a person. I've just never met a fire genasi before. Do you guys, like, can you control fire at will, or is it just kind of where you're from? How does this work?
No, you're asking a lot of very awkward questions that we actually don't like talking about. So I'm gonna have to stop you, but great questions, just wrong audience.
Well, okay then. He's just gonna look over to Sandra. We should maybe keep the ice away from her.
Sandra will try and not cringe as much as possible, just listening to the overall interaction happening.
I feel like I should get inspiration. I got Dean to leave.
Well, to be fair, I might as well give it to you now because he's going to get a drink.
I should have brought a snack.
I feel like I should get inspiration for predicting what he's doing.
Curse you for knowing me so
Predicting.
well. sir.
Predicting. Sure, we all knew it was coming here eventually. It was just a
Clink,
matter
clink.
of time.
No.
Hell.
Swish,
All
swish,
right.
clang, clang.
Let's all right, hold on.
I have somehow found a duster, and I am currently getting all the dust off the bookshelves because I need something to do.
Nice.
There are books to read.
Yeah. Doesn't care.
Does Magnus not read?
Magnus doesn't care.
Why
Okay.
read when you can dust?
I don't
Apparently.
not a stereotype, but I don't think bouncers in fantasy worlds are known for being avid readers.
That's fair.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they weren't known for being the tidiest, which is also probably true.
Also true, but you know what? Teach their own.
Yeah, I mean, everybody died by age 50. I don't think they did a very good job of staying clean.
True.
Sandrel, as he gets up to grab a book, just a random book, nothing in particular he's looking for, will say, I believe you should probably change the subject, Roland. Doesn't seem like Bryce is comfortable
No.
answering a lot of these questions. And he'll sit back down, ignore whatever else is happening around him, and just read whatever's in this book.
Roll for me, Nick, a D100.
Roland has no idea that he's being insensitive at all. He's just never met like his interactions have been 99.9% with humans for most of his life. And so he's just very sheltered. And so he doesn't understand that he's been rude, but he's just gonna say, all right. So well, I'm here to help find my father. What brings the rest of you here? He would probably know a little bit about why Sandrel's here, but not much about anybody else.
I rolled a 55, by the way.
55. Okay. You have found a book that talks about specifically the fallout, the Great Sundering, and how exactly recovery efforts went during that period of time.
Sandrel will pay great attention to this book. Seeing something that, a perspective that he hasn't really encountered before, as it's describing kind of the fallout after the Great Sundering in, I'd imagine various continents across the world.
What was that, Kyle? What are you doing?
It's a lightsaber Lego
He's
pen.
got a very fancy
Nice.
Oh,
lightsaber.
okay. That's, you know what? Congratulations, sir.
Got my first one.
At this point, sorry, Calthar is in the room, right?
Yes.
Calthar has entered the room and has just stepped aside in the middle of your conversation about Fire Genasi skin.
Bryce is gonna look over and say, oh, a new friend. This day is just getting better and better. Hi, I'm Bryce. This is Big Guy. And I'm gonna point to Magnus. I'm gonna say, that's the quiet reader in the corner for Sandrel. That's Roland.
Hi.
And
He's gonna get up and he's gonna reach out to shake your hand.
Calthar will reach back out and shake your hand. His grip is not that strong.
I grab the random book off the shelf and just hand it to him.
you should take that.
He's handing me a
knows.
book.
Yes.
I will take the book and take a look at the cover.
Magnus, roll a D100, please.
As he's rolling that, Sandrel will look up this.
What was that?
32.
32. He has handed you a book about interspecies relations, specifically between gnomes and halflings.
Uh-huh. I thank you. I'll take a read in a minute. Bryce, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh my gosh, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you so
Calthar.
much. Do you want to come have a seat with us?
Sorry, what was that?
a seat? Do you want to come sit down and chat?
Sure, I'll take a seat.
Yeah, we're just waiting on our mysterious, I guess, employer. Hopefully, but we've all received these letters, but nobody seems to know who they came from.
Sandra will look up from the book and see that's another elf and say, "Oh, I didn't realize there would be another elf here."
I did not expect a dark elf here either. So, I guess we're both in for a surprise.
And he will go back into reading the book.
Okay. With that, we move on to Dervik, who has been in this city a few days. And actually, is when we make it over to Dervik, he is just finishing up a tour of the Temple of Orun within this city. One of the priests has been also kind as to give a tour to one of the dwarves from the Gravitos Stones who don't seem to make it down into the lowlands very often.
Yes.
And as you're walking around, you notice that there are kobolds, there are dragonborn, and there are hobgoblins. But for as many dwarves as are in this city, and there are a few, quite a few, none of them are in this temple working.
So who's in the temple working?
The kobolds, the hobgoblins, and the dragonborn.
No dwarves?
No dwarves.
Would I know where all the dwarves went, or would I not?
It seems very strange that for a people who, at least where you're from, worship Orun pretty vehemently, that there are none of your people within this temple.
And I apologize because I wasn't here, but what's the name of the city?
Gearhead City, correct? Yes.
Pretty sure it's Clockwork is what you were going for. Wasn't that right? Clockwork City.
No, Gearhead City.
Okay.
I think Dervik would walk in, kind of slowly, kind of gaze around, kind of tap his quarterstaff on the ground 3 times. Yes, yes. This won't do. And he's going to walk over to the first cobalt he sees, and approach the cobalt and say, excuse me.
May I help you, sir?
Where are all the dwarves?
Well, I don't know if I've seen a dwarf since I've been working in this temple.
But it's a temple of Orun.
That it is.
This won't do. And then I'm going to walk away.
Roll for me real quick a d20. Just straight roll.
18.
This man is quite concerned for how you spoke to him.
Sounds like a personal problem. I'm going to go inspect the temple. Pretty much just kind of ignoring anybody in the temple. I'm just going to inspect the shelves, the relics, anything that's there that would be worth noting.
Other than the fact that there are no dwarves present, it is not at all dissimilar from the temples that you've worked in the Gravitos Stones.
All right, so it's a pretty common temple.
It is. And
Um,
for beings who are not dwarves, they do surprisingly good work.
Orin's gonna look around. Spotty craftsmanship. This won't do. And he's going to use his mage hand to fill the room with clockwork gears. And then he's going to sit in the middle of the temple and silently pray to himself, to Odin.
Okay. Anything in particular you're praying for?
Yeah, that they would learn how to build a proper temple.
Mm. Okay.
Spotty craftsmanship. This won't do.
Roll for me a D100, please, sir.
They don't make it like the good old days.
Why did that sound just like my grandfather? Hold on a second.
Back when temples were made by dwarves, they used to laugh at last. Now you get this cheap kobold crap.
72.
72. The clockwork gears that you've summoned tick, 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 tick.
Yes. Yes.
And almost as if on their own, the fires get a little hotter.
Mhm.
Forges start to work a little faster.
Yes.
And everybody inside seems to suddenly be filled with inspiration. As if Orun himself is touching them and moving them forward.
I would think in this moment, Dervik's golden eye, his right eye will now start to glow a little brighter. And he will tap his quarterstaff 3 more times on the ground. Yes. Yes, that'll do. And then he's going to stand up. He's going to pull out a flask of water, take a sip, and then he's going to walk away.
Congratulations. Dervik has now made it so that the next 3 weapons purchased by the party in this town are a +1.
All right.
Oh,
I knew there's a reason we brought you along.
okay.
Yes, that'll do.
And with that, Dervik, you turn to the letter that you were given just a few days ago with an address here in the city. And it states, for those who wish to create untethered by material, you should be walking the earth to seek guidance. I can help you with such things.
You said it has an address on there.
It does.
Do I recognize the address just by looking at it?
You would, being in the city a couple of days and having explored it a little bit, you would recognize at least the general area in where this is. From there, you'd be able to discern it pretty easily.
Would Dervik immediately be skeptical to go to this part of the city?
No, this is actually a very well-to-do neighborhood where a lot of the upper class of the city live.
Dervik's going to get very excited when he reads this. He's going to kind of do a little hop as he thinks about the amount of gold that he could potentially make, that he could now invest into his toys. So he's going to go to this address with glee.
As you walk up to the gate, there are a pair of guards there. One of them looks down to you. Elves and dwarves in the same group. Well, this will be a pleasure.
Pleasure, yes. May I come in?
May I see the seal on your summons first?
He'll pull it out.
Guard's going to look it over. One moment while I get your escort.
Would you like a trinket? I make toys. Do you want
you
one?
know? I guess it's hard to say no to that.
Dervik's gonna pull out a little wooden soldier that's like a perfectly crafted, perfectly detailed dwarven soldier, and he's gonna hand it to the guard, not carrying the fact that he might not be a dwarf.
Many thanks, sir.
He's Dervik's as Dervik passes by him, he's going to tap him in the leg with his cane. He'll protect you when you're scared.
Okay. This same boy who has guided everyone else in the party inside arrives and opens the gate. And he looks to you. You know, of all the dwarves I've seen, you by far are the tallest.
Oh, wow. Yes. That'll do. Thank you.
And he's going to lead you into the library where everybody else is currently waiting.
Friends. Yes.
Bryce is currently standing with Roland, putting her hand in a cup of water. See, look, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure? I mean, seriously, you're not hurt the fight.
No, I'm fine.
Sandro not looking up from his book. I don't hear any sizzling, Roland. I think she's fine.
Hellfire is absent-mindedly flipping through the interspecies relationship book.
I have finished dusting.
You might be able to
I am
write a
now
new book.
cleaning up the room.
Okay.
Dean, all I can think Dervik sees in his mind is similar to what Asta would have seen in the walking into the Black Clover's house for the first time.
That tracks. That tracks. And you're led into this room. As the door closes, you hear this child say, "My father will be in just a few more minutes."
Oh, great. Thank you.
Hearing that, Sandro will close the book and set it right next to him.
Now I choose a book for myself to open and read.
And, okay. I see. All right.
Is anybody else in the room with me, or
Oh,
Yeah, all
everybody's
five of us.
It's all of us.
okay?
Dean, I got a 7.
You are reading a book on best agriculture practices for wheat and cabbage specifically.
What the? Dean, I'd like to quickly use my golden eye to scan the bookshelves to see if there's any books on Ordwin.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Oh no.
16.
16. Okay, it's not terrible. That's not great.
That's why I said it.
So,
So-
fire genasi don't live in volcanoes then? Where do they come from?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. And she's just gonna walk away.
man, it only took a few minutes, but Roland managed to get Bryce to shut up.
Swear.
So you do manage to find one particular book, and it talks about not Odin specifically, but it talks about the gods of the Prime Circle, of which Orun is a part of, and talks about how they've interacted with each other and the other gods throughout the last few centuries and millennia.
I would have already read that book.
Okay. All right then.
Boring. This
Roland
won't do.
like to, dissatisfied with the answers he's been getting, he'd like to look around and see if there's a book on fire genasi.
So as Dervik scanned the room and found the book, and he doesn't say anything to the other party. All the other party sees is him look around and just say, "This won't do." And then he finds a chair near Bryce and sits down.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi, friend.
you're new. When did you get here? I thought I saw everybody, but you must have snuck in, you sneaky little guy.
I don't sneak very much.
No. Okay. Well, I
I think
can teach
it's rude
you.
to say that dwarves sneak about.
Do you want a toy?
I would love a toy. That is so thoughtful. Thank you.
Dervik's gonna pull out a fire genasi girl figurine. That-
Stop. You know
I-
what Genasi's are. Gosh, thank you so much. This is so sweet. I will cherish it forever.
I know what every creature is, but I've always found genasi fascinating.
Thank you. I do too. We're pretty cool. You get my joke?
That was
If you don't
very
mind-
funny.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your name, newcomer?
Oh, yes. My name is Dervik Gerhardt. I am a hill dwarf from the Gravitos Stones. Yes.
Pleasure, Dervik. I am Sandrul. I find my home near the Gravitos Stones as well.
Oh.
Across from you are Bryce, the Fire Genasi, and Roland.
Roland's going to politely wave as he's searching for his fire genasi book.
Roll for me investigation, Steve.
4.
Steve, we need to have a talk about your dice. I don't know what you've done
I've
to
got
them.
2 more. I've got 2 more. It's fine.
I don't know what you've done to your dice, but you need to apologize.
I
now.
guess.
As a party, we need to ship new dice to Steve.
Yes, exactly.
If you want, Dervik could make you a dice blender.
I'm not saying no, but we'll get back to that.
You, in looking for a book on fire genasi, you find quite an interesting read on fire elementals.
So it says here that fire genasi come from the infernal plane. Is that right?
No. Okay. This is great. Life is fine. Life is great. Life is fine. She's gonna walk
Is
away.
Wait. Is he stupid on purpose or?
He's. I don't
Is
think he
this
has a good sense
humor?
of irony or understanding people's intentions. He's just
Out-
dull in that sense.
Out of game, Roland is definitely stupid on purpose. Let's be
No,
clear.
out of-
Yes,
that-
yes, 100%.
Fair. He just never met a fire genasi, so he's curious and not getting a whole lot of questions answered. And he's not stupid. He's just very unobservant.
Right.
And
It is-
That is
besides,
exactly what I wanted to happen, though. Just so you're aware.
Sandro will look back at Dervik. Besides Roland and Bryce, there are Magnus, the Leonin, and Kalfa, the Wood Elf.
Leona. Ferocious. Yes. And dark elves are very dark. Yes. Lovely to meet all of you. Don't look into my right eye directly for too long.
Roland would not have even noticed that you had a different colored eye until now, and now he's having a very hard time not looking at it, despite trying very hard not to look at it.
Out of game, just so you know, Dervik's right eye is a little larger than a human eye, but it is a straight cogwheel.
That's pretty
Steve.
neat, actually.
Yeah.
Roll for me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
If possible, Sandro will grab a little bit of his amulet with his right hand and cast dancing lights right to the other
Okay.
side of Roland so
I
that
did
it
roll.
catches his
Even-
attention and looks away from Dervik.
I actually rolled a 15. We're probably fine.
Was that with disadvantage?
Yes, it was. And also
Ah.
with my modifier.
Okay. Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's
wow,
impressive.
Yeah, my first
that's
roll was
really
a 20,
impressive.
so
Stick with that
Mm.
die.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
well, there's a reason
Um,
the other ones are in jail. It's fine.
As you look into Dervik's eye, you catch a small glimpse of what almost appears to be a weird sense of order. You don't know exactly where the magic is coming from, but it's clear that his eye is not from the material plane itself.
Would I have any clue, any idea where it might have been from?
Any
or is this
any
just,
idea?
oh my.
History with disadvantage.
So, Dean, what time of day is it?
I hate you because my first roll was an 18 and this one is an 8.
Good. It's mid into late afternoon ish.
Okay.
So the sun's starting to like get low, but it's not setting yet. You have no idea where this magic is coming from.
He's going to just with an active force of will tear his gaze away from the cogwheel eye and turn back to his book on fire elementals.
Probably the wisest idea that he's ever had.
As Roland's attention is ripped away and towards the book, I'll stop casting dancing lights.
Just
He's like a
as
little kid, you have to dangle the keys in front of him. Keep focused.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, jingle, jingle, pay attention, look over here. Just as Roland gets back to his book, the doors to the library open up. It seems that everyone is here. This is good. This is great. I'm very excited for today. If you'd please all follow me into the dining room, we will discuss why I've brought you all here. Yes?
All right. Sounds
Of
good.
course.
He
Yes.
will lead you off to a very ornate looking dining room. Sit you all down at the table. Now, for starters, my name is Sir Thaddeus Kane. I am very pleased to have you all here. I am somewhat of an adventurer, you'd say. Unfortunately, due to some incidents on my last quest of my own, he kind of like taps on his right leg with his cane. I don't walk nearly as well as I used to, and it's left me stuck in this city. But what I can't do on my own, I've got enough wealth to pay others to do for me. So, many of you are here for some personal reasons, some situations that you found yourself in that I have told you that I can assist with or help resolve. That is mostly true, somewhat true, probably true. The reason that I have called you here is I am in need of someone to do some investigating for me, and this group feels like it is most well suited to perform that task. How familiar are you all with the Great Sundering?
I know everything.
I feel like Roland would be relatively familiar with it. His education is somewhat narrow, but he does have a good history of an overarching history of the continent. He would have had an actual education growing up. It just might not have included some more exotic things like, well, Bryce.
Dervic would know.
I have older and fresh perspectives on it both.
Well, what most of you probably aren't aware of, is the fact that it was caused by a singular person. That singular person was Vobras. For those taking notes, it is spelled Vobras.
Thank you. I was definitely going to misspell.
That is
I'm actually
exactly
proud of
how I would
myself
spell that.
because I spelled it correctly the first
Yeah,
time.
that's actually. I'm actually. How were you gonna spell that, Nick?
I
I did
had an L in there.
VOBROSS.
Could you repeat the spelling?
Vobras. Now, this particular wizard had, I don't know if it was that he was crazy or that he genuinely believed this, but he was under the impression that he could change the world for the better by merging several planes of existence together. Heroes of legend, long past, were able to stop this merging from happening, but to great detriment to the material plane, damaged so much of its landmass. It was a surprise that we are still here today, to be honest. However, I've heard some stirrings. Someone has come into contact with his old research and wishes to make another attempt, is what I've gathered. I do not know whether these rumors are even true. However, I feel that this is of greater importance than many of the kings of the world wish to recognize. And then thus sending you all out on a quest to discover the truth. And in doing so, you will be able to get the answers I have promised you up to this point.
I can fix your leg.
As much as I appreciate that, I'm still an aging man, and it would not do me well to be out in the field anymore.
Hmm.
You can't fix old age, my friend.
This won't do.
Indeed. We have one more piece to this arrangement, though. Payment. Upon bringing me information about this potential growing cult and what they may be up to, you all will receive 1,000 gold pieces each. I believe this is fair compensation.
Make it 2,000.
Roll persuasion.
$26.
Holy crap!
Oh,
Hey, all right.
I have high persuasion.
I do as well.
I guess.
A sorcerer, charisma based. It sucks for me, but
Yep.
very well, Dervik. You have so far today proven yourself worthy of such wealth. And the rest of the party will be compensated appropriately as well.
Bryce
Here
is
is it.
going to lean forward and go, ask him for half up front.
Dervik's going to look at Bryce, then look back at the old man. Will you give us half up front and I will give you a new leg?
What was that? I didn't hear that.
Will you give us half up front if I give you a new leg?
As much as I would love to, Dervik, kind of cash is not something that I have liquid at the moment.
Hmm. Sounds like we don't have a deal.
One of my concerns here is that we don't really know where to start. I mean, you're paying quite the sum here, but well, I mean, there's not a whole lot to go on, and also, couldn't you easily spend just as much money on a small army of relatively impoverished people to do some looking for you? Roland has an idea of how much 1,000 gold is in his mind, and it's I mean, it's enough to basically feed a noble for 3 years. You know, take
Yeah.
more or less. So, you know, it's
Yeah.
just kind of
As much as
seems
I
odd
would
to him.
do that, as you said, I don't know where to start. And rather than throw numbers at the issue, skill and tact seems to be more of use here. I do,
Where
in
did
fact.
the world break?
Excellent question.
Would that
by
be
the
common knowledge to somebody who's like studied a little bit of history, or would that be a very kind of obscure piece of information?
Would that be something that was in my book that I read in the library?
It would be. We also have the map of the world. You'll look right about the city of Nazgul near the center of the map. You'll see that there are a lot of really small floating islands there. It is suspected that whatever magical ritual that this wizard was attempting to perform, Nazgul was at near its center. What once was a small village before the Sundering has grown into a very large dwarvish city by this point.
Said Nazgul has?
Yes. directly translates from Dwarvish to "We're not dead yet."
Appropriate.
Wait, Nazgul?
Yes.
Probably spelled different than you're thinking, but yes.
How is it spelled?
Uh,
In D&D?
Nosghoul.
yes.
Sanj will look at Sir Kane and say, "You say there are rumors that this is occurring. Are there certain circles that these rumors are originating from? Maybe within
Yes.
Gearhead City?"
Within Gearhead City, potentially. The more likely thought is several of the larger cults of the Shadow Pantheon, I believe, are involved in this. Those cults thrive on chaos and destruction. They would be the type to see this as an opportunity and definitely invest very heavily into it. The particular cult that I have in mind. Hold on, let me pull up my notes here. I have too many notes. I haven't organized them all, and it sucks. Organize your notes before you start campaign, everybody.
The classic
What
DM's
notes?
curse.
No, I won't do it. You can't make me.
The Cult of the Ember Maw.
I was really hoping it was the Cult of Personality.
The Cult of the Ember Maw is one that I believe is investing the most heavily into this idea. They very much thrive on destruction, and they have been making moves over the last several decades at this point in gathering a large number of artifacts. To what end I have not yet determined, and what contacts I did have within the cult have gone silent as of recently.
Should we investigate this cult, we will likely have to leave Gearhead City and obtain transportation.
And
Would
it could
those
take,
costs be covered by you?
it could also take multiple days of travel. I think a daily stipend for rations should be included as well.
I'm going to have Steve roll a persuasion check on that one.
Okay. Nat 20, total of 22.
Okay. I thought you were going to say total of 19.
Turns out not all of my stats suck, just a couple.
I will provide you with a small amount of food, and I do have a captain and a ship in mind. However, this is not the only party that I am bankrolling. I do have others that I need to think about and to fund. However, there are other ways to get the money that you seek. This is not, in my mind, a very time-sensitive issue. I do not feel that this group is close to achieving their goal, not in the slightest. Thus, I wouldn't be opposed to you maybe taking some other jobs on the side to make ends meet until you can uncover what I need. But one other thing. Timothy, please come in here. As you see this young lad who led you all into the estate in the first place come walking out. And Thaddeus looks to his son. Why don't you go ahead and give them all the mark? He goes, of course, father. And he walks over. He's going to walk over to, yes, Kyle.
Dervik raises his hand. What is
Dervik?
what is the mark?
I will show you now. As Timothy walks over to you first, Dervik, and takes out a paintbrush and brushes a symbol on your forehead. You all see as the paint glows blue and then fades away as if nothing were there. He pulls out a rather large-looking crystal, and he shows it to you, Bryce, as you are looking at yourself through Dervik's eyes.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I look great.
With this magic, I will be able to keep an eye on you, and through your eyes, I will be writing your adventures into a series of novels and tomes to sell to the masses. You will gain recognition, and we will gain the cash we need to pay for your adventures.
You will give me a free copy.
I think royalties should be included as well.
And I will make 1 gold for every copy sold.
That's excessive.
Seeing as
1 gold
they
for
will
one
likely
copy of
be
book is kind of crazy, actually, to demand that. That's a lot.
seeing as they will likely be sold for approximately 5 to 7 copper a piece, Dervik. That seems a little much.
One copper per book.
And do you expect us to pay that per party member? Because then we would make no money. As much as I admire your want to make more money, Dervik, there are others in this world you have to think about.
A royalty is
I don't do that.
one thing, but usually royalties for written works are relatively small.
What if I give you a toy?
Roland's going to kind of look over at him. Have you considered selling the toys for money?
Dervik's going to look at Roland. I do. Do you want to buy one?
Do not turn this into Gizmos' quest for a boot shop, all right? That's not what's happening here.
What you don't understand is Dervik already sells his stuff.
He's one step
Okay.
ahead.
Roland is a little strapped for cash, so that's not happening.
I'll just give it to you for free. You can pay me later.
Well, all right, then. And Roland's going to take the toy. What does the toy look like? Out of curiosity.
It's a tiny goblin.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Named El Goblino.
No.
No,
it's not.
No.
he does not exist
No.
here. He will never
I'm
exist
wrong
here.
now.
No.
Dervik probably would know about him if he existed, but if he doesn't exist in this world, that's it.
No.
That would be a fun plot twist.
No, my God. The real villain is El Goblino all along.
That's actually terrifying.
Bobras was actually serving El Goblino all along.
No.
no.
You need to stop. I don't want that.
Oh no. Are you prepared to play your off-screen characters on screen then? Because that's what would happen.
Oh boy.
How quickly do you want to be taken down?
Bryce wants to look over at Thaddeus and say, "Hi, can we talk real quick? Just real quick, you and me, over here."
Very well. He's gonna get up and move off towards the hallway leading into the dining area.
And she's gonna follow, and she's gonna pull out her letter and say, "You wrote this, right?
I did.
You have answers for me?
I do.
I help you, you help me, right?"
Yes.
Okay. And Bryce is going to turn and go back to the table and say, guys, I think this is a great opportunity. We're going to have so many adventures and make so many new friends. I think we should do it.
Yes. Yes, this will do.
Normally, these sort of things are negotiated with some form of contract. Do you have anything written up?
In fact, I do. As his son leaves the room again momentarily and pulls out a contract for each of you to sign, listing the now updated amount of gold upon completion of the task, as well as each of your contracts holds a specific clause for what Thaddeus will be assisting you with in your own personal quests.
I take it the food and transportation has been updated as well.
Transportation was already set. The food has been adjusted. Yes.
Okay.
To, by the way,
Magnus,
7 days of rations for each of you is what he's giving you.
Magnus will cross out any permission regarding the right to put that symbol on him. He will not allow them to look through his eyes.
Hasn't it already been put on all of us?
No, it has not.
Oh, okay.
Only
Roland probably wouldn't think to cross that out. He will, however, kind of raise his hand. So 1 gold for a book that sells for 5 to 7 copper is absurd. But I think it would be reasonable to ask for a fraction of a percent of the profits. Called 0.3%.
You know, how about this? How about this instead, Roland? You seem like a rather intelligent individual.
Okay, quiet from the peanut gallery here, are
why don't we set it up so that we're giving you each, let's say, 1 silver we'll go 1 silver each per 100 copies sold.
Well, let me think. Sorry, this is outside of. Sorry for a minute. 1 copper is 100. Sorry, 1 silver is 100 copper, right?
10.
10 copper.
10. Okay.
So he's saying he's selling them for 5 to 7 copper. Let's say 6. 100 copies is 600 copper. He's giving out 10 copper
Yeah.
per person. So 60 copper. He's losing 10%.
I mean, Roland's not going to have a problem with that. He's shrugging his shoulders. That seems reasonable.
This will do.
Okay.
We'll have the contract updated, and then as soon as the contract's updated, Roland will sign the rest of it.
Okay.
Sandro will chime in. Is the mock necessary? Is that a core stipulation of the contract?
I will not stop you from disallowing it. However, there are a few things with this mark. It is only active during your waking hours. And we make it a point to not look in on you unless you are we make it a point to not look in on you during certain private moments.
Is there a way to have the mark removed?
Yes.
Upon completion of the task?
Upon completion of the task, the mark is removed and any crystal that holds your memories is destroyed once the books are finished.
I have 2 above the table questions
Roland's going to shrug his shoulders.
in
Seems
regard
fine
to
then.
this mark. One,
Okay.
would Orun have any issue with Dervik wearing this mark?
No.
Would
My
Masa-
second question: how do they know when it's a private moment and when not to look?
Presumably, they just
If
only
they-
call on you when needed.
Because don't you have to look to know that it's a private moment and you shouldn't look?
True.
So sounds like that little line about not looking during private moments is a lie.
I think they're probably not going to be watching you 99.9% of the time.
I'm just saying, I mean, you shouldn't write in the contract that you're guaranteeing not invasion of privacy when you can't guarantee not invasion of privacy.
All right, look,
Don't
Mr.
sign that
Security
part.
Engineer.
I'm
let's
just
calm
saying, I'm
down.
just saying. Listen, man,
Just don't sign that part. You know what? What we'll do? We'll put a piece of tape over the crystal.
you got a security risk is all I'm saying.
Would Masara be opposed to me having the mark on?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Well,
Bryce
Dervik
doesn't
already got
care
it, so
and signs it.
Bryce
She
does
is
not
ready for the
care.
mark.
She has not thought about this at all.
Nope,
That seems
she
about
is
right.
trusting. She is signing, and she is ready for her mark. She is sitting there, ready to go.
As per usual, she just, contracts are someone else's problem. She just signs stuff and she's ready to go.
Yes. Yes.
Dervik will sign it.
I do have a quick question. Is there a way to pause the recording?
Thaddeus kind of sits there for a minute. And he looks to Timothy. Timothy goes, with some adjustment, I might be able to make it so that you can activate and deactivate upon tapping the mark on your forehead.
I have no issue with the mark. There's just some side work that I have that is more private that I prefer to keep to myself.
I can add the ability to disable it at will if you wish. However, we do ask that you keep it active as often as you can.
Of course.
I would be in favor of adding that adjustment as well.
Okay.
Roland's not bothered. He's just
And Bryce doesn't care. We've determined this.
he's ready to go.
Okay. And Magnus
don't-
is still not a fan of the mark.
Yeah, he's crossed off any chance of the mark being
Okay.
placed on him. He refuses.
All right.
Dervik is now listening to this and now second guessing because he's thinking he doesn't know if he wants everyone to see his secrets inside his great forge.
Mm.
Because I'm assuming you would be able to see.
Only if you went there yourself. It does not pull memories, just current visual.
That's what I'm
Stimuli.
saying. So when I'm in the great forge and I'm working, you'll be able to see my secrets that I'm working on.
Yes. It can be adjusted so that you can turn it off if you wish.
Okay.
Well, let's
Okay.
have that as the let's have the modified mark as the baseline, and we'll just try and keep it recording for as much as possible.
Okay.
That works for me.
With the amendment of the revised mark, Sandra will sign the contract.
Okay.
Kalthar will as well.
Okay. And with everybody signed, the mark will be placed upon the 5 who are willing. And then he looks at the group. Who among you is to be the leader, so to speak?
I don't lead.
Bryce
Roland's
looks
gonna kind of
directly
turn to-
at the big guy, Magnus Rune, and she just stares.
Roland's going to turn to Sandra. Well, I mean, I don't know if we've ever really thought of leaders or anything like that, but Sandra's never steered me wrong.
Dervik's gonna look at Bryce and be like, the pretty Genasi could lead.
Thank you. But no, I trust big guy. So whoever he thinks.
Who's big guy?
My little lion friend here.
Oh, yes, the lion. Rar.
I'll look at Roland. Say, Over.
Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. I'm
Overlord.
sorry to break RP here, but Kyle, you cannot get away with that. You can't get away with that.
Come on.
No.
Rar.
Put your 2014 away.
It's been like 2008.
Tumblr does not exist in this universe.
Rar XD.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Okay. Whew. Center. Back into the moment.
Sandra will respond to Roland. I'm more of a trusted advisor than a leader. I believe any one of these others would be more qualified than me.
If you cannot come to a consensus, I will choose one.
Well, look, I mean, let's do it this way. Everyone here is a responsible adult, more or less, correct?
She's just gonna look at you.
Sandra will look at you a little bit as well, Roland.
Let him finish before you get to me.
Based on what I'm hearing, it sounds like 4 out of 6.
Well, let's just pick someone with the understanding that, you know, we all have our better judgment and can choose to make another choice if the moment calls for it. I'm personally most comfortable with Sandral being a leader here, but if not, then we can just put it to a quick vote, or our benefactor here can pick someone. I'm not sure it really makes much of a difference.
What do you think, Magnus?
That tells me all I need to know. I figure it's best that I decide anyways. Congratulations, Roland.
Wait. Me?
Yes.
All right, then.
I rolled a d6. It landed on Steve. I had no choice.
An interesting decision, but all right.
As such, I will be handing off what I currently know. Well, oh my, what is going on in private chat? Oh,
don't worry
you
about it.
know,
Don't worry about
you
it.
know what?
Nope, it's too late. We're locked in now.
Yeah,
No?
we're locked in now. So, as such, he will give to you, Roland, a paper that has a list of contacts within the city who might know something about the Ember Maw, but it also lists 2 known hideouts of the Ember Maw. One of which, me bring
You're right over there,
the
D.
map back up. Yes, I'm sorry. I did the cider carbonation.
Sound like the cider bit back.
A little bit. You know, it took some fighting, but we're okay.
There you go.
That is the wrong map. Where is my map? Map. Oh, that's right. This is right.
I'm the map. I'm the
In the
map.
I
meantime,
was just thinking that in my head.
You get your Dora out of here.
While you're fishing for the map, Roland in game would be kind of fumbling over all the papers that he's being handed, the many papers, as he's trying to both read them and organize them. Picture that scene from the Hobbit movie where they hand Bilbo the contract and it just kind of sprawls all over the place.
Do you know that Nate has a copy of that contract?
Of course he does.
Like an actual
Oh,
prop.
he does,
that,
yeah,
like,
I've seen it.
He unrolled
It's
it
huge.
on stream
Oh
for
my
us
gosh.
one day. It literally fell to the floor, and it even had like the side tabs that come out that are attached with like the sub clauses. Yeah, it's great. And he read it, and it's the exact same thing. It's amazing.
Sandra will look at Roland being swamped in paperwork. Say, do you need me to hold on to anything? Or read through anything?
Well, I mean, feel free to read through what you like, but no, I think I'm fine. He's going to start setting things on the table and straightening it out. He is actually relatively accustomed to handling paperwork. It's just there's a lot of it.
If you need any assistance with paperwork, I am skilled in it. To say
Is that
the
a
least,
bird?
But
By all means, help yourself. He gestures to the paperwork to Kalthar. Would any of these hideouts, or well, not the hideouts, any of the known cult locations, the public ones, or the ones that aren't the hideouts, would any of those stand out?
Yes. There is one on the island in which the city of Sinter is located, in the southern center of the map. And there is another one on the island directly west of Tinkertown.
Are there any near Tinkertown, on the same island as Tinkertown?
Not in your list, no. If you
Okay.
talk to some of the contacts in the city, someone might be able to dig something up, but you're not sure.
Okay. Well, then I suppose Roland's going to kind of pitch it to the rest of the group. Well, we've got a lot of places to check, but I recommend we start with some of these contacts, unless anyone has a better idea. Might as well talk to everyone in the city before we leave.
An agreement there.
One more thing. I did notice that our large friend over here, as he gestures to Magnus, is without a weapon. I have a blacksmith friend in town. I suggest you visit him. He owes me a favor and can get you something nice.
Roland
What
looks him
is
up and
his
down.
name?
No offense to the smith, but I don't think our friend here needs a weapon.
What is
His
this?
name is Nerval. Let me pull up my map here.
How do you spell that name?
Nirvel. All right, let me pull up a different version of this map. Apparently, the one that I have is acting up. Wherever I put it, I don't know. I just had it up. Where'd it go? Ah, it's over here. That's why I can't find it.
The
His
classic
screen
second
is as
monitor
messy as the
gamble.
room.
Yeah. His shop is located in the Palace Works district in the south of the city. Right near the edge of the district.
Would there be any of the cult or the contacts within the city? Would any of them be in that district?
There is one listed in that district. Most of them are in Shabend, though, which is the much lower, section of town.
Well, I figure we might as well start with this contact here. He's in the same direction as the blacksmith.
sounds good.
Believe that as
Very
well.
well.
Very
Are
well.
there any lodgings that you would recommend while we're in the city?
There is an inn slash tavern by the name of the Copper Keg that is quite lovely. And they have a few locations throughout the world.
And you mentioned transport for when we are ready to leave.
Yes, there is a captain by the name of Jack Smarrow who is waiting at the docks for you.
Glad to hear it.
I see.
It's an
I
odd
know
name for a
Jax.
captain. Can't say I've heard of the captain by that name.
He's
Jax
an
owes
interesting
me
sort.
3 favors.
Oh, does Jax owe Dervik for something? I can't imagine what that might be.
We won't
Well,
talk about
tune
it.
in next time. We'll find out.
Yeah. So, with that being said, he shows you all out and wishes you all a very prosperous journey. He also hands, before you leave, he hands you, Roland, a sending stone so that you may talk with him should you need to.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Unless y'all have got a better idea, Roland is going to start heading in the general direction of the blacksmith.
I do want to take, if everyone else is okay with it for the time being, I want to take a brief recess. Just for a few minutes. I need to use the restroom.
Okay.
Unacceptable.
I'll probably
I
use
know,
the restroom as
terribly.
well, but like, I just gotta say, I know it wasn't your choice. The dice spoke, but
The
me
dice
being
did
the
speak.
leader is the funniest choice I could think of. So
Yes.
I was gonna pitch it. I almost did. That worked
Also,
out.
I do want to make a quick mention. Eagle Scout in the chat. I have to say, unfortunately, Captain Jax is not an Aarakocra.
I wish he was. That
However,
sounds like a cool concept.
that would be very funny.
I gotta pull the Twitch chat up on that.
All right. Well, while we're in recess, I'm gonna take the time to use the
Yes, I
restroom
will be
real quick.
back in
I
just
will
a
be
few
back.
moments. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
everybody's
headed to the
back.
blacksmith.
We are heading to the blacksmith. Correct. So, you were
I just have a
given-
stupid question. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt.
Okay.
Why are we going to a blacksmith when Dervik is a blacksmith?
Because Kit forgot his weapon at home, and
Okay.
our employer owes him a favor.
Understood.
Kit didn't forget his weapon. Right now, his weapons are claws.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's different.
I mean, I did say that, did I not? Like, I was like, hey, you know,
Hold on.
Trent doesn't even need him. He's built like a unit.
claws.
I have a question for you, Kit, as a fellow DM. Seeing as claws are natural weapons for Leonin, would a Leonin monk get claws as their standard punch?
Yes.
I would think so.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I think all the animals, or all the animal creatures with all the beasts with claw attacks or whatever would probably.
I'm making a Leonin monk.
You already have a turtle monk. I don't
need
need
to
a
stop.
Leonin monk.
You need to stop.
Not for this campaign.
Basically, I would flavor it as a DM as allowing them to choose between their normal bludgeoning damage from the punch or slashing damage from the claws.
That makes sense. Okay. Fair enough. So, we are making our way to the blacksmith. Roland has the address. Roll an investigation to find your way through the city, sir.
Once again, I would like to help, whether that's looking through a map or being able to point out street names.
I mean, I'll take it. I can complain about advantage. Let me check here. I think it's okay. 14.
14?
That's probably fine. We've got an address, and Dervik's been here a few days.
Yeah, you make your way. You manage to find the district that you need to find, Palace Work District, and it's going okay. You're having a little bit of a hard time nailing down the specific blacksmith shop that you were looking for because this is an industrial district. There's a lot of blacksmith shops out there.
Can I roll to see if I spotted the blacksmith shop already and just was letting Roland wander around laughing?
Sure.
Oh man. Okay.
Perfect. 18 plus whatever you want me to add.
Yeah, okay, 18's fine. That's okay. So It just so happens that you did pass it 3 blocks ago, in fact. But as you're wandering around, there's some interesting stuff that some of these other blacksmiths have made.
Interesting how.
Well, in particular, there is a very ornate looking dagger with excuse me, with, let me find the exact one I'm looking for here. Notes. There is a blacksmith that you come across, Roland, that is currently forging a few daggers with Lumina's holy symbol on it.
I'm sorry, and I'm help me out. Is Lumina? Give me that deity again.
Lumina is the keeper of truth, the deity that your father followed.
And quick question too, because I don't think I caught it. What was the name of the blacksmith we are looking for?
Nerval.
Okay. Roland is still kind of looking around for Nerval, but he spots this dagger and decides to stop and just talk to the blacksmith. Excuse me, sir. Also, may I say that is a marvelous dagger. We're looking for Nerval. You wouldn't happen to know where he is?
Oh, yes. He is about 2 blocks north and 1 block east of here.
Oh, thank you. We must have passed it. Also, may I ask, why the religious symbol on the dagger?
Well, let me tell you a story. I was working for the Church of Elrond a while back, and they had asked me to forge a few warhammers for some of their paladins. When working on these, I managed to burn my hand quite severely. I thought I was going to have to give up blacksmithing, to be honest. It was not looking good. And then I had a paladin of Lumina come up to me and, without asking for any money, without saying a word, healed my hand completely and kept me in the forge the rest of the day. Ever since then, I felt like I've had to, because it's how I can give back.
I guess that's a fair enough answer. You said it was a paladin of Lumina. Do you know, what did he look like?
Oh, he was tall, muscular, some light brown hair, pretty plain looking. What was his name? Sir Anchises? Something like that?
Anchises?
Yes, that was it.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was quite a few years ago now. Maybe a decade, a little longer. Do you know him?
Well, I know of him. Thank you for the story. Roland's going to pass him a piece of silver, just kind of as a tip, and he's going to follow the directions that the blacksmith gave.
Okay.
As Roland is having this discussion, I'd like to take a little bit of a closer look at these daggers. Does it seem like
Okay.
there's any sort of magical properties in them based on this engraving of luminous symbol into them?
You know, that's a great question. Me real quick.
I'd be happy to roll an Arcana check if you want me to.
I would say yes.
Okay. Let's see.
By the way, I totally stopped in front of that blacksmith and watched them walk past.
Okay.
I see how it's gonna be. Okay.
That is a 10.
It's a 10.
Would I be able to help in any way? I mean,
I
don't
would
know that much
allow
about
that.
magic. I don't know that much about magic, but he probably would know a little bit about Illumina.
I would allow that.
Still a 10.
Still a 10. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, my hands are tied there. You're
Sorry.
you're here
I
to
blame
help
you since
Roland,
you had
not
the bad
other way
dice rolls
around.
earlier.
So you would know that it is in fact magical. From what you can tell, it is a +1 dagger that gives the wielder a +2 to their wisdom.
Oh,
Excuse me.
huh?
Hmm.
Huh?
I know
As
exactly who he's looking at, and the answer is I don't want it.
as we are walking away, I will whisper over to Roland. I believe we should come to this blacksmith again when we have more money.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but they seem like ordinary enough daggers to me.
I think they would be of great help to you, at the very least. It could be another clue to your father's whereabouts as well.
Well, I appreciate the thought, but he hasn't seen my father for 10 years. I don't think he would know that much. But if you're so intent on it, we'll go back once we've got a little bit more money to work with. And he's going to keep walking back towards the blacksmith and see a colossal Leonin just standing there at the end.
Waiting for the rest of the party to return.
Roland's going to see him, and he's just going to say, "Ah, did you get lost?"
No.
Well, all right, then. I believe this is the spot.
Indeed. Enter the blacksmith shop.
You see a scrawny looking kid at the desk up front. And there's a door that goes out back, most likely to where the forge is. And he gives you a look up and down, Magnus. What can I get for you today, sir?
I'm looking for weapons.
We have those.
I'm trained in axes and pikes.
Axes we're a little low on at the moment, but there is a nice selection of pikes out back. Give me just a moment. And he's going to walk out back. And you hear him talking to somebody. What? What do you mean? Leonin who wants a pike? Okay. Yeah, let me talk to him.
As
Can I have the name of our benefactor again?
Indeed.
Thaddeus.
Sir
Thaddeus
Thaddeus.
Kane.
Thaddeus.
Kane. Thank you. I was trying to remember Kane.
As
Michael Caine.
the clerk is behind there, I'll whisper ever to Magnus. When he comes back, it may be wise to mention that Thaddeus Kane sent us.
Kane.
That was in my plans, but thank you.
Tell him if he helps us, I'll give him a toy.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that-
can tell Durvik is going to be a very interesting character throughout this campaign.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes.
So out comes this very large man. He is 6'6", 400 pounds of just raw muscle. This
Damn.
guy is built like a tank. He is huge.
Damn.
Roland is not
400 pounds
Nice.
of muscle.
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
Roland is not used to looking up to people. He looks up and sees this man.
Do you realize what 400 pounds of muscle
I
actually
do.
look like?
Yes.
Like-
Yes.
Like the mountain from Game of Thrones?
Yes. Exactly.
Like, but
Yeah.
plus like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Looking like a Machoker Machamp over there.
So think about that.
Somebody, I was gonna say
Exactly.
this. Somebody has been hitting the roids really hard.
Somebody actually knows what they're talking about when they talk about proportions.
The
Steve.
runic
Are
roids.
you kidding me? Are you kidding? Mine is much closer. Are you serious right now?
Man's over here taking runic roids.
400 pounds of muscle alone, sir. Get out of here. All right, fine, whatever. So we meet this guy.
Better question.
Roland is going to step up to the
Mark
counter and pull out the
Never
one
mind.
of the letters from Thaddeus King. He's going to say, "Hello, dear. Don't mind my laconic friend. He's amicable enough. We've got a letter here from Mr. Thaddeus Kane saying that you might be able to help us outfit him with a weapon, preferably a pike or a battle axe.
He
Unless, of course, you have any preferences." And he's going to gesture over to Magnus.
he looks at the letter for a second.
I also have a sending stone for Mr. Kane if you'd like to verify personally.
If you don't mind.
And Roland pulls out the sending stone. He's just going to slide it over to the blacksmith.
Okay. The blacksmith is going to take the sending stone. And as Sir Kane answers, he says, "Are you serious right now? That's what you want me to give him?" Well, yes, it was very obvious. This man needs a weapon. I understand a weapon, but that weapon, I believe he is worthy of it. How many of you speak Draconic?
I do.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I do.
All
That's
right.
one person.
So this is something that only Dervik hears. Amongst a string of expletives, you hear, "You want me to give a Leonin a weapon forged by one of the greatest dragon artificers of all time? That's quite the ask. It's easily worth 5,000 gold. At least."
Roland's going to lean over to
Dervik's-
Sandral. I think this is going well.
Dervik's jaw is going to hit the floor when he hears the 5,000 gold ka-ching. His all you're gonna see is like little like dollar sign runic emblems that pop up from his eyes.
Dervik, are you all right?
Yes, this will do.
This
Yes.
The last
Okay.
thing you hear from the blacksmith before he hands the sending stone back to Roland is, "Just so you're aware, I owe you nothing else. You have burned your last 5 favors with this ask."
All right then.
Was that last part in common or
That was in
yeah.
common. You
Okay.
all
Okay,
heard that.
You
All
are
right.
just getting him an axe, right? I mean,
He's not giving him an axe.
What do you mean?
all right, a pike it
As-
is then.
what
He
is
walks
Max-
out back. He comes back with a very large battle axe with 8 different colored gemstones inset into the head.
See, I told you he was getting an axe, Dervik.
The red one is currently glowing.
It's not just an axe.
That's a very fancy axe.
He hands it off to Magnus.
Dervik is salivating at this point.
This
That's all.
axe was forged by a great dragon artificer who has not been seen in a few centuries. This axe has 8 elemental stones inset into it. You may select at will which element you are to use by spinning the axe, and it will deal a good amount of damage. Use it wisely.
This will do. And I
Would this? How famous is this weapon?
Roll a history check for me.
Above table, this weapon is badass. It's
Mm.
so sick.
Yeah, also-
Fine.
Can I
I
also roll
Roland's
history
never
check?
heard of this.
Nick?
Dervik has. I'm gonna roll a history check. So
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Dervik would have advantage on this.
Also,
That is a
try-
19.
19?
Dervik has advantage on all history checks. I forgot about that.
16.
24.
24. Okay. So Sandral and Dervik would know this. This axe was, let me pull up the actual name of my dragon, was forged by Bursum.
How do
Can
you
you
spell
put that in chat?
Yes, I will put that in the private chat for you.
Bursum the Eightfold.
It is said that about 300 years ago, his forge, which was deep within one of the mountains inside of the Gravitos stones, was assaulted. And only 3 of his forge hands were able to make it out alive. He and everyone else who worked in that forge died. And none of the relics from that forge were ever retrieved. This axe is the last known relic forged by him that is technically up for sale, not currently in the possession of somebody or a family.
Cool.
I just not realizing the significance of this at all will just hook it into my belt and then say, I also need ranged, so I could use. Could I get a pike as well? How much would that cost?
Something simple is fine.
It's like we've spent enough on this guy.
Are you
he
kidding
got
me?
it. He
This
got
guy
his
is
big
going-
toy. Now he's got to spend the rest on his little toy.
We are going to take
Right.
out personal loans on this axe to finance everything. And we can do it with different
A-
banks using this as collateral. They won't know. It's fine.
A simple pike will cost you 4 gold pieces.
Done.
Okay. It is a +1 pike, thanks to Dervik.
It's
I feel like I need to
Also,
buy something now just because.
the Dervik's effect on the items, unfortunately, Kit does not influence your special item.
That's fine.
that makes
I
sense.
So
should
I want
hope
to make
not.
that clear.
Well, the special item should have its own, right?
It does. It's by itself. It's a +2, so
Yeah,
it's already pretty strong.
Mine is a +0, but it still works.
It's true. That's true. So, with gear having been acquired, the sun is beginning to set, but it's not dark yet.
How close is the copper kettle to our part of the city?
It is the copper keg. Get it correct.
Okay.
Take notes, Steve.
I was gonna take
gotta
notes
come-
afterwards. To
come
be honest
correct,
with you,
right?
there's been a lot of stuff I haven't known what's important, what's not. It's fine.
You better come correct.
Right. It's probably about I'd say a 15, maybe 20-minute walk. It's just inside the city walls on the western side of the city.
Yeah, that's not bad. I figure we've still got time to talk to the contact first.
Okay.
So Roland, from the map and from the description of the contact, would he know where to find the man?
All that's really stated is that he works in one of the forges in this district.
I believe. Did I have a name to go off of?
You did not.
Okay. He should have given us a list of contacts, though, and I should have had a name from the list of contacts.
The name that you were given. Let me find it real quick. You did not ask for a name earlier, so I did not give it to you.
That's fair. I just assumed if you kind of had one in the back of your mind, though.
The name given is Knoll. Nol.
Okay. Well, I guess now that Magnus has god tier weapons, Roland's going to kind of politely nod his head towards the blacksmith, and he's just going to ask, by the way, do you know of a blacksmith named Knoll? Or a worker in this
Blacksmith?
district? Well, I have a name, I don't have a
Blacksmith.
profession. I know he works in this area.
Blacksmith in his dreams. He's lucky he's still an apprentice.
I'm going to take it that's a yes.
Damn.
Yeah, try the Earth Force Forge. 2 blocks east, 1 block south.
Thank you.
2 blocks east, 1 block south.
All right, well, then we'll head out to the Earth Force Forge.
Okay.
Before heading out, Kalthar would like to ask, how much for a longbow? How much does it generally cost here?
Well, unfortunately for you, I do not sell bows. I am not a Fletcher.
I see. Apologies. Do you know?
Is there a nearby Fletcher?
As Roland said.
I do not know if he still makes bows, but there was a man. Oh, what was his name? There was a man by the name of Wren
Right.
on the west side of the city, out in the forest outside the city, who used to make bows.
I see. Is that with a W or just REN?
Just REN.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We'll go find Noel, and unfortunately, we may have to wait until tomorrow to talk to Ren.
He'll kind of nod his head to you, and he'll turn around and he'll lumber his very large body back into the forge.
By the way, he's about 5 inches shorter than me.
Yes.
Yeah, but also, if you turned him on his side, he's probably about 5 inches taller than you in pure muscle.
Also,
I don't know. I haven't set my weight. I could be like 500 pounds of pure muscle.
I find that a little bit
We're really stressing.
You
the
don't
boundaries
know
of physics
Magnus's
here.
past. You don't know what he's capable of. All right.
I know what 400 pounds at 6'7" looks like, and that's not even real. That's like Chat GPT dreamed up muscles, is what that is.
As we are walking 2 blocks east and 1 block south to the Earth Force Forge, do I see any groves around me as we're getting closer to sunset and twilight?
Groves? No, you are in the middle of like the industrial district. If you continue south, there is a small plains that's got a handful of trees in it. And then, as you can see from the map, the city is surrounded by forest on both the east and the west sides.
Okay. The plains that you mentioned in the south, those are in the city limits, though, right? Or is that
Those are
closer to the forest? I'm just saying.
No, it's outside the city limits.
Okay, gotcha.
I like to imagine this whole time Bryce has been just chattering at Calthar and he is just not paying her attention and she just has not stopped.
Calthar would engage other than the time to discuss the longbow and then notice Dervik's expression when the draconic speech. Other than that, he'd be going back and forth with her.
I have a question for Amanda. How large is Bryce? Is she like a small genasi or average
Yes.
size?
No, she is small. I think she is barely 5 foot.
Okay.
Yes, she's small.
I think Magnus, without actually saying a word, would gesture like, "Do you want to ride on my shoulder?"
I would love that. And she
He
just
will-
scrambles right over.
He will pick her up and put her on his shoulder and just keep walking.
I think we have a heightened balance in this party.
They've
So like
formed
dwarves and short fire genasi, and then you have like 6 foot dark elves to like 6'6".
a Leonin and a fire genasi together. They formed one mega person.
They're
What's a
creating
mega
Voltron.
I really want to see the day you guys get into a fight and Magnus just grabs Bryce from his shoulder and just throws her at the enemy.
Yes.
They take 1d4 psychic damage from all the talking.
I cast command yap.
Yep.
Somebody else beat you to it.
Unfortunately, that spell has not ended yet.
So we're heading over to our contact,
Yes,
who is a wannabe smith.
yes. An apprentice who apparently does not do a very good job at apprenticing.
All right.
We've all had those.
I work with one now.
You thinking of somebody in particular, huh?
No, this is definitely not my work life bleeding into the game at all.
They come around.
So you arrive at this forge, and excuse me. You see that at the moment the lights are lit. Okay, that's a choice.
Oh my.
I'm going to keep all my comments inside.
Roland is going to
the best.
We're gonna swallow all those demons. Nothing will get out.
Roland is going to just kind of nudge Sandro in the side gently. He's just going to say, given that this man is somewhat of a contact or informant, I think it would be better if someone with a bit of distraction talked to him. Would you mind handling this?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Sandro.
Oh, Sorry.
Sorry.
I thought you said Dervik for whatever reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. God, no. He's just going to fill
He's
in.
gonna have Dervik to be the voice of the party.
Toy after toy.
I would love to be the voice of the party.
We have so many better options. Magnus is a better option than Dervik.
Y'all hate.
That's not true. I just don't want all the toys going to other people.
I'm
What's left of
I'm
them?
just thrown off right now because Dervik is such a far different character than Gizmos is. It's really I'm trying really hard to
I
reconcile
told you,
that right
but
now.
I forewarned you he was going to be.
I didn't expect to this degree.
I told you. Completely different.
Oh, Sandra will look at Roland. I'm not exactly the best talker. Seems like Bryce is relatively good at that as well.
Oh,
I
she's
agree
very
to
good at talking. Maybe too good.
I am not paying full attention. I am just gently rubbing Magnus's hair. Is this okay? Can I breathe this? Is this okay?
How
I would
about
say
just
against
two
his
of us
better
go?
judgment, but Roland really doesn't have a better judgment. He outsources it to Sandral, so he's just gonna say, he's gonna try and cut through the chatter. Bryce, perhaps it would be better if you talk to the informant. I think you have a bit of a friendly demeanor.
Oh my gosh.
We don't
thank
want
you.
him to get
So
started.
kind of you to notice. Of course, I'd be happy to talk.
All right.
Okay. As you begin approaching the forge, you notice in the inside the forge there is still some lights lit. Although very clearly the street as a whole is starting to die down as the sun goes down. And as you approach, there is a kobold who walks out the front door, looks to you, and then immediately begins walking at a hastily fashion the other way.
Looks at the group,
That's
or
okay.
He looks at the group, yes.
Can I make
Should
an
we follow
insight
him?
check on him?
You may.
I would also like to make an insight.
I would like to as
I
well.
would like to.
I would
choose
definitely like
fail
to.
an
Yeah.
insight check.
No, this guy's questionable.
Oh,
20 total.
25.
22. 25?
Ooh.
24?
I choose to fail the check.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
He's naked. We
You-
see through him.
yeah.
Roland's just
All
gonna
of
be like,
you-
What's that guy's problem? And he's gonna try and go in the shop anyway.
All of you who chose to roll past the check, and you notice that this particular kobold, when he looked to the group, he was fine until his eyes met Magnus, and then he was scared, and can't really tell exactly why, but he is clearly fearful of Beastmen in particular.
Don't believe he's running away because of most of us.
No, he's running away because of me.
I think he's running away because of the big guy.
Yes.
I mean, what does it matter? We're here to talk to Nod.
That might be
Personally,
not.
I think your fur is very nice.
I honestly don't know how to take that.
Magnus
Medical
is
call
not
your
Magnus, sorry,
friend.
Roland. Roland
Can I pet
still
your fur?
believing.
Just
Roland's
running
believing
results.
Nod.
Oh,
San-
you did it.
Sandra is going to go after the kobold, if for nothing
Oh.
else, to just ask him if he knows who Noel is and where we can find him in this building.
Calthar will join Sandral in chasing after him.
Okay.
Roland is oblivious. He heads inside because he expects Noel to be inside before.
Dervik's gonna pull out his crossbow and just kind of point it around, looking like he's doing something.
I think as
Hmm.
Roland starts to go inside, Magnus reaches out and just grabs him by the collar and hauls him back.
Listen, friend, I'm glad that you're having a good time. Could you please take your hand off my collar?
My apologies. Stay with the group.
Well, we're here to go find Noel. He's a blacksmith. He should be inside.
We're waiting for those two to come back.
They'll know where we are. And
Hey,
he's going
hey,
to kind of
hey,
shrug
hey.
off the collar and step inside.
Bryce is gonna cut up. Hey, we listen to the big guy. We listen to the big guy.
You can listen to the big guy. I trust them to be responsible adults. I'm sure they'll be back here in a minute, and they know that we're heading inside. And he's going to head inside the building.
Durvik's gonna look at Roland and be like, "We should probably listen to the big guy."
He's already inside.
Gets
can I
elected
make
as
a
leader of the
grappling check
party.
to keep him from going inside.
They always run away before I.
All
finish.
right. So, Magnus, please make a strength check to grapple Roland to keep him from going inside. Roland, please make a strength check to break free.
I love
Right.
how Roland was elected leader of the party, yet everyone's just overruling him at every step of
Every
the
time.
way.
Yep.
I'm going to use a lucky token and re-roll that because it's not. Great.
Okay.
I mean, it's 19 now, so that's better.
Lucky token?
20 total.
Lucky feat.
And I'm going to use another lucky token to make you re-roll that.
Oh, luck points.
Hmm.
Got it. How many luck
You
points do you
did-
have?
3.
Uh-oh.
Kid is frozen.
Oh.
wait, he's back.
You just turned into a natural 20. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I mean, let me check because I think I get to pick which one you use, but either way, you're gonna.
It doesn't matter. You lost the check.
Well, it means it's not nat 20.
It doesn't. Yeah, you're subdued at the moment. So, Sandra, Kalthar, you are attempting to chase down this kobold. Are you making yourselves known that you are following him?
I'm wearing medium armor. It's kind of hard to not be able to notice that I'm following. But
Okay.
as I'm following, I'm not trying to be threatening. I'm, very wide posture. I'm not reaching for anything.
You're just chasing him like.
I'm trying to be as passive as possible, but clearly like wanting to talk.
Kalthar is going to try to rush ahead to cut him off, and
Okay.
he will try to be sneaky about it.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me.
Will do.
I thought it's such a cool name.
19.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a acrobatics check to get around the alleyways to cut him off.
16.
16. You manage to cut him off properly as Sandral's following him. You step out from an alleyway directly in front of him. He is startled by this. And he immediately drops to the ground, starts crying. Please don't kill me. I don't want any trouble. Just don't. Please, I have a kid.
I
Please
have
don't.
2 questions.
Anything.
What is your name?
Why is that important? Why would
Who's
you
that?
rob someone and ask their name?
I'm not trying to rob you.
Neither of us are. And at this point, I am caught up on the other side.
My name is Null.
Ah. Do you know, let's see, I believe contact for, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you know things about the Ember Maw? Or am I thinking of something else?
You see his eyes immediately get wide at the mention of that name. I got out of there years ago. I know nothing. Nothing at all.
As soon as he mentions he got out of it, my eyes are scanning around us to see if there's anyone else near us.
Roll a perception check.
I would love to do the same, please.
I'll allow it.
That is a 23.
23 as well.
Okay. You both see a figure clad in black robes standing on a rooftop just down the street.
Ooh.
It
Kill it.
behind which of us? Because we're on opposite sides.
Behind you, Kelthar.
Okay. So
As
he's
I
going
see
to
this person?
roll his shoulder in the same on the same side the guy is behind him on.
Okay.
And then looking at the kobold. You mentioned getting out a long time ago. How long ago was that? And how far away was it?
4 years ago, and not far. Up until at least that long ago, there was a small there was a small hideout just outside, and then suddenly he's cut off.
Well, so before Calthar said anything, I was going to say, as soon as I saw that figure behind him,
Mhm.
I was going to kneel down, look in his eyes, and say, "I mean you no harm," as I grab the amulet and I cast Sanctuary on him.
Remind me what Sanctuary does again.
The attacker
Um,
requires a wisdom check against DC
Yep.
in order to hurt the person.
Too bad it wasn't an attack.
You stepped into my trap card.
Let me double check sanctuary.
So it is an attack or a harmful spell.
Harmful spell. Okay.
So however you want
Uh,
to roll that. But
That gets tricky with the runework system now, doesn't it?
mhm.
Does.
Okay. So we'll do it this way. What's the DC on that check?
I believe it should be a 13.
It is your spell DC.
13.
Yes,
Okay.
spell save DC is 13.
That is a success. As he's about to say the location of where this secret base was, from his cloak spouts 6 magic missile darts
Ooh.
that go out and immediately turn around, back in on him, and kill him instantly.
Oh, that's so sick.
Do I still see that figure behind Calthar?
Yes, but it
How
is
far
starting
away
to
is-
move. It is 50 feet away, and he's starting to move.
Sandra,
I cast Command Kneel.
Oh,
I'm going to turn around and rush after him.
Spice?
okay, all right. Now,
Or I guess
now we have fun.
Grovel would be the more
Yeah,
technical
grovel.
term
Yeah.
of falling prone.
Gravel
Same
is Gizmo's
DC
favorite.
13 for a, I believe, a wisdom save.
Wisdom
Is a
save?
save or a check? Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he fails.
Oh.
And
Do
he
you see
falls
any
to
of
his knees on the roof. They're about probably 150 feet away, so you can make out the shadows of them moving around, but with the sun having gone down, it's a little too dim light right now for you to see exactly what's happening.
But I saw a person or the kobold go down, though I didn't
You
see
did,
what
yes,
happened.
correct.
I start walking in that direction.
Okay.
Dragging Roland with me.
Understood.
You are muted.
You're muted, Steve.
Sorry, I've got dogs. I'm trying to keep from whining. Now that he would have seen what would have happened, he would have broken free and run towards Sandral.
Do you allow him to break free, Kit?
If he's heading in that direction, yes.
Okay. All right. So now he has been brought to his knees on this rooftop. And it only lasts for a round, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was correct.
He's casting and I'm rushing after him. In the
And you're
same-
rushing. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
As while he's kneeled on the ground, I'm going to try and go up as well if there's like a nearby staircase. I don't really have the ability to like scale up a wall, for instance.
Okay. We'll get back to you in a moment. What is your base speed, Kelthar?
35.
35. Okay. You'd be able to get to him in one round. You would have to dash to get to him, though.
Yes.
There is no staircase, Sandral, but down one of the alleyways, there is a ladder that leads to the rooftops of one of the neighboring buildings.
Okay, I'll start going up that then.
Okay.
Are there any staircases or anything like that for the rest of us?
Roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Three. Are you even in a city?
How far up?
I
is
think
the
he's just
rooftop?
tunnel vision is the excuse I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
How far up is the rooftop?
The rooftop is about 12 feet.
Roland, do you want me to toss you?
He's gonna give him a side eye for a second, not like he's against it, but just kind of like questioning if he can, because Roland's not small either. Roland's about 6'4", so but he's gonna just shrug. If you can manage, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna grab Roland, go into a rage, and rage toss him onto the roof.
Okay. Fun ways to
Bryce
use
is holding on
rage.
for dear life.
Does Dervik see this?
Yes, you are witnessing all of this happen.
Okay.
I just picture Dervik slowly walking behind, not all that concerned.
Yeah.
Just like...
He's looking very intrigued more than
Yeah.
anything.
Dean,
Yes.
I just got my second natural 20 of the night.
Nice.
We love to see it.
Don't change those
With-
guys.
Tomahawk missile.
With a shout, Magnus tosses Roland, who make a acrobatics check for me, please, Steve.
Sure.
I just picture like the scene in Emperor's New Groove where Cusco gets
19.
thrown out the window.
19.
Yeah.
You managed to land relatively gracefully on one of the roofs, about 5 buildings away from where this hooded figure has fallen.
Yeah, doing what I was made to do. All right. Roland is going to basically he's booking it towards the hooded figure, trying to keep up with Kalthar.
Okay.
But he's slower, so it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, you'll get there
Eventually.
by the end of next round. I would
Yeah.
assume, yes. So, Kalthar, you make it to this hooded figure, who is now lying prone on the rooftop. You cannot see with the cloak what species they are at the moment, but removing the hood would probably give you quite a few details.
So, what am I limited to with bonus action remaining, reaching him?
So with the dash, you've reached him.
Yes. I don't get cunning action until second level.
I see. Okay.
So that was my main action to get there.
With your bonus action, I would allow you to make a strength check to attempt to pin him so that when command is up, he can't move.
Okay. That sounds good. Strength check, just flat strength?
Yeah.
Okay, 17.
17.
Nice.
And this figure is now pinned. And everyone else continues approaching. You have a chance to remove the hood and take a peek at what this figure is.
I definitely would.
Okay. As you remove the hood, you find it is a water genasi. You flip them over. He looks at you with disgust. How dare you interfere with private matters? He's going to try and break free. Please make another strength check for me.
Okay. 7.
He manages to wiggle free just in time for Roland to show up.
I'm tempted to just straight up attack him, but if we do that, then he might die or we might get in trouble. So instead, Roland is also going to try and restrain him.
He is
Okay.
currently prone.
Kind of picture a running tackle to pin him to the ground.
Or actually, do we get advantage for grapple against prone? Well,
Ooh, that's a good point.
Potentially.
Prone.
I would assume so, because you get advantage against
Attack
all
rolls
attack
have
rolls, right?
advantage. Speed becomes 0. Creature has disadvantage. Nothing about grapple or anything.
Grapple rules are not very well set in D&D.
They're not. But if the creature has disadvantage, then presumably it's the same. It works out to the same.
Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
So for grappling, the person trying to grapple makes an athletics check. The person trying to avoid it makes either an athletics or an acrobatics based on their choice.
Correct.
All right. Well, I rolled an athletics of 13.
Of 13? Okay.
Yeah.
You do manage to subdue this water genasi. And at this point, there are more and more people collapsing on the area that he would not likely be able to get away at this point.
Okay.
Cassandra has just come up the ladder to the adjacent building.
Roland is going to turn to Sandra and he's going to say, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Magnus do the talking.
I would agree.
Okay.
Boy.
Yay! Magnus, the creature that didn't want to talk, gets to be the voice of the
The
party.
big hulking lion behemoth gets to do the intimidating. Yeah.
Sandra will, if there
We'll have a
is-
good comeback. It's fine.
Yeah,
I-
if Magnus doesn't want to talk, Sandra can take over.
Sandra or Calthar.
Cal-
Dervik wouldn't mind being the voice of the party.
Yeah.
Why am I so unsettled by that voice you've decided on for Dervik? Like, just something about
yes.
that voice just crawls down my spine in a way I dislike.
No, it's the like verbal tick of yes.
Right,
But
yes,
it's off
that.
after every single sentence.
I
Yeah.
climb up the wall with Bryce on my shoulder still, and just my lion head comes up over the top of the building and is immediately locked onto this figure with a fire genasi on my shoulder.
I just love the image of, like, you see Bryce rising ever so slightly, and then eventually you see just this very angry Leonin poke his eyes up over the sill.
POV, you are 1 minute late from feeding your cat breakfast.
How far away is this?
So you don't get any extra speed for being enraged, do you, Kit?
No, but I have a base speed of 35.
Base speed of 35. Okay. So you are with Dash, Dervik, you'd be able to keep up with Kit.
Really?
And dwarves have a base
Okay.
speed of 35.
Well, yeah, 25.
Or of 25, yeah.
Yeah, but if Magnus is dashing, then it's fine. It's
I pause to throw you.
Yeah.
fine.
To throw me?
Yes.
No, Roland. Well, do you want to be
Oh.
thrown?
I don't know what would happen if you throw Dervik. We can find out.
He wouldn't do it.
Sometimes
Without,
it may be good, and sometimes it may be shit.
he would not do it without your permission.
No, I was more inquiring if I could see the target.
No, not where you are. You'd have to climb up on top of one of the roofs to be able to see them.
I'm gonna climb up on top of one of the roofs to get line of sight.
Okay. Is there something in particular you wish to do with this line of sight now that you've obtained it?
I want to shoot him in the ankle with my crossbow.
All right,
Oh
that's
my
a choice.
God, no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, why?
Roll to attack, sir.
Well, because Dervik thinks that you're struggling to pin him, so his
Okay.
logical
All right, well,
reasoning
all
is
right.
taking over.
Is maim him? Yes.
Sure,
Understood.
make it
What
happen,
am I
yeah,
rolling?
sure.
An attack roll.
Okay.
At disadvantage
Yes.
At disadvantage.
for prone.
Ranged attacks of disadvantage.
Although he is restrained, which makes it you have a flat roll.
That's
So listen to the DM and make an attack roll.
Yes.
Okay, so that is
I appreciate the rolling commentary, Connor.
right.
I've got it pulled up on the side. I
That
always
is
forget to-
a 18.
18. Okay, roll damage.
I swear he's gonna kill this guy.
Oh, wait, damage. That is not the correct die. Hold on. Let's not do that.
Whoops, nat 20 on damage.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We maim him, removes the entire leg.
I
Right.
used up all my spell slots for the day. I can't heal this target.
He takes takes 10 points of piercing damage
Mm,
Okay.
to his ankle.
mhm. Right. Right. So you fire your crossbow at this guy, attempting to maim him so that he can no longer struggle against your friends. What you do is with your crossbow bolt, you perfectly sever his Achilles tendon.
Oh my God.
This man will never walk again.
Calthar's looking at the crossbow bolt that's just a couple inches from Roland's leg.
Dervik's
Okay.
Dervik's gonna look at the severed ankle, look at his crossbow, and go, "Yes, this will do."
Oh my God.
Brace is gonna see this and she's gonna scream and say, "What are you doing? Why would you shoot at him?"
You said he didn't want to get away.
He's not
This
getting
is a
away.
Genasi.
He's not getting away, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
no.
Roland is going to try and kind of wrestle this man so he's facing upright. And he's just gonna kind of say loud enough for everyone to hear. All right. Now that you're not going anywhere, you're going to tell us exactly what we need to know. Or you can have a conversation with my friend here, and he's going to gesture to the massive Leonin head poking up over the edge of the roof.
I will finish pulling myself over and walk over.
Okay. And we will get to that interaction next week.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
many lessons should have been learned today. The only one that I'm learning is don't mess with Kyle and a crossbow. Good God.
Yeah, 10 damage at level 1 is insane.
He was a 15 health cultist.
And that's got to be like a
What you
light
expected.
crossbow too. It's like you're like a wizard, right? Or sorcerer. That's like a light crossbow at best. Like
Clockwork
Yeah.
sorcerer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay,
So-
yeah, no.
That was session 1. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to keep up to date with this series as well as all the other stuff that I do. Apart from that, see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Right?
See you.